All right, let's talk about the Stargate Project, a $500 billion plan that could reshape the future of artificial intelligence in the U.S. This project has a lot of great talking points: job creation, innovation, and promises of a better, smarter, more sustainable world. But here's the thing: while everyone's focused on the positives, there's one major concern about Stargate that no one really wants to talk about. And believe me, it's a really big one. In this video, I'll not only break down what Stargate is all about and why it's so ambitious, but I'll also share the part of this story that's flying under the radar and why it should matter to you. So let's start with the basics. The Stargate Project was just officially announced. It's being touted as the largest AI infrastructure investment ever, with $500 billion, yes, $500 billion, set to be spent by 2029. The project is a partnership between some of the biggest names in tech: OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT and other groundbreaking AI systems; Oracle, a global leader in database and infrastructure technology; SoftBank, a company known for bold but risky investments; and MGX, a lesser-known player that's heavily involved in next-generation AI research. Together, these companies plan to build massive data centers to power the AI of tomorrow, renewable power plants to ensure these energy-hungry systems sustainable, and state-of-the-art AI research labs where they'll develop tools to revolutionize industries like healthcare, transportation, and public safety. The first phase of this project is already underway in Texas, with plans to expand across the country. And while it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of it all, let's take a step back and dig deeper into what this really means. Now, to be fair, there's a lot to admire about the Stargate AI project, especially if you consider the bold vision behind it. Let me highlight 3 things I like, starting with jobs, healthcare, and the bigger picture: the race toward AGI and beyond. Stargate is projected to create over 100,000 jobs across multiple sectors. And we're not just talking about tech jobs for engineers and coders. This project will also provide opportunities for construction workers, logistics professionals, data analysts, and more. These are high-paying, future-proof jobs that could boost local economies and provide stability to thousands of families. But let's be honest, jobs are just the beginning. Stargate isn't just about economic growth. It's about pushing the boundaries of what artificial intelligence can achieve. Healthcare innovation. With its focus on AI-powered research, Stargate has the potential to transform industries like healthcare. Imagine this: AI systems capable of detecting diseases like cancer years before symptoms appear, personalized medicine tailored to your genetic makeup, AI-assisted surgeries that are faster, safer, and more precise. This kind of innovation could save millions of lives and radically improve how we approach health and wellness. These advancements aren't just possibilities. They're the kind of breakthroughs Stargate is positioning itself to make. And now, here's the big one, the real game changer. The Stargate AI project isn't just about building today's AI systems. It's about laying the foundation for artificial general intelligence, AGI, and eventually, artificial superintelligence, ASI. For those of you who aren't familiar, AGI refers to AI systems that can perform any intellectual task a human can do. In other words, it's the point where AI is no longer specialized. It's truly general purpose. And ASI. That's when AI surpasses human intelligence altogether, becoming a force that could potentially solve problems we can't even imagine today. If the Stargate project succeeds, the U.S. will position itself as the global leader in this race. This isn't just about staying competitive. It's about dominating the future of technology. Whoever leads in AGI will likely control breakthroughs in everything from climate change solutions to space exploration and even global economics. But let's not ignore the implications here. Achieving AGI and ASI is the holy grail of AI research, but it's also incredibly risky. Developing these technologies requires unparalleled precision and foresight, and the consequences of getting it wrong could be catastrophic. Still, the vision of Stargate is clear: make the U.S. the first to achieve AGI and ASI leadership, creating a technological advantage that could define the next century. Alright, now let's flip the coin, because while Stargate has a lot of promise, it's also raising some serious red flags. The funding question, $500 billion is a staggering amount of money. But where exactly is this money coming from? Some critics are already pointing out that certain companies involved, like SoftBank, have struggled financially in recent years. Even if the funding is real, history shows that large-scale projects like this often run into massive cost overruns. In fact, studies show that 60 to 70% of large infrastructure projects exceed their budgets. Is Stargate really prepared to manage a project of this scale? Environmental impact. Let's talk about energy for a second. Data centers consume enormous amounts of electricity, so much that a single center can use as much power as a small town. Stargate claims it'll focus on renewable energy, but the scale of this project is so massive that it's hard not to worry about its potential carbon footprint. And this brings me to the part no one really wants to talk about: privacy. Recently, Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle, made a comment that's been stuck in my head. He suggested that with AI monitoring civilians and police, everyone would be on their best behavior. At first glance, it might sound like a step toward accountability. But think about what that really means. AI systems capable of monitoring everything we do, everywhere we go. That's not just surveillance, it's a slippery slope toward control. Listen to what he had to say.
Everyone would see it. Your body cams will be transmitting that. The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
Ellison's vision is for AI to analyze data from this network of cameras in real time in an attempt to prevent crime while also tracking and influencing public behavior for a safer society.
We're going to have...
Ellison is essentially proposing a world where AI is always watching. Cameras and sensors collecting data on what you do, where you go, and even how you interact with others, all in the name of safety. This raises massive privacy concerns that aren't being talked about enough. Sure, there's a lot of buzz about how AI can improve public safety, but who's asking questions about what we're giving up in return? Because let's be real. An AI system that can monitor civilians and police isn't just about accountability, it's about control. Here's what really bothers me. When we talk about AI, the conversation is usually about innovation, efficiency, and progress. But what about the erosion of privacy? What about the very real danger of turning our lives into open books for corporations or governments? Think about it. With AI monitoring everything, who controls the data? Who decides how it's used, and more importantly, who gets access to it? And what happens if that data falls into the wrong hands? Let me give you an example. In the wrong hands, AI-powered surveillance could be weaponized to target specific groups or individuals. Larry Ellison's idea of AI monitoring best behavior sounds eerily close to a social credit system. And if you think I'm exaggerating, look at what's happening in places like China, where AI and surveillance tech are already being used to enforce strict behavioral standards. Do we really want to live in a world where every action we take is recorded and judged? A world where stepping out of line, whether intentionally or by mistake, could have real consequences? Because once we go down that path, it's almost impossible to go back. Here's the bigger issue. The Stargate AI project isn't just about building technology. It's about deciding what kind of future we want to live in. On one hand, this project has the potential to create smarter cities, better healthcare, and safer streets. But on the other hand, it risks turning our lives into a 24/7 surveillance experiment. The comments from Ellison show just how easily this could happen. And the scariest part? No one seems to be talking about it. Not the media, not policymakers, and definitely not the companies behind Stargate. It's like we're rushing into this AI-powered future without asking the hard questions. So, here's where I stand. There's a lot to like about the Stargate project: the job creation, the innovation, and the promise of progress. But when it comes to privacy and surveillance, we're walking a dangerous line. Larry Ellison's comments about AI monitoring civilians and police, that's a red flag we need to pay attention to. Because the question isn't just whether we can build this technology, it's whether we should. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Stargate Project? Are you excited about its potential, or do these privacy concerns make you nervous? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more deep dives into AI and tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.